So I don't know if EA have made a mistake here, but we do not have the NWSL in this upgrade. We have the Serie A and the Calcia A, which is the female Serie A, essentially. But they don't have any team of the season. So, as always, we need to have 11 rare. I think EA will bring this down and then bring back another one. But also, to add to that, we don't actually have an upgrade that had NWSL in it. For example, all EA do is copy and paste codes. For example, from Team of the Year, we had this SBC come out. So I reckon this will probably stay, even though it is a mistake. So that being said, this makes the grind 100% easier. So what I want you guys to do is go ahead and get rid of all of your Serie A rares all the way up to 81 rated. If you are like one shot like I am, put 181 in it. Now, there are a couple SBCs that we are going to need to use to grind these. But first, let's have a word from today's sponsor on some FC coins, the cheapest and most reliable place. Team of the season is finally here, and it's time to talk business. Have you encountered this problem when buying coins from other websites? But I got the best service at Loot Bar. Loot Bar provides you with the cheapest and most reliable coins with an 8% discount for new users. I only spent €35 and I got 1,000,000 coins, and now there is also a 5% bonus coins for all orders. Don't forget to use code NANNY to use 8% off. The coins will be delivered within the next 24 hours. That's awesome. Now I have the best team like this, and you will be ready to improve your team like I said. The link will be down in the description and comment section. Use the code NANNY to get 8% off and 5% bonus and improve your team today. So if you've not seen my draft method video that I uploaded yesterday, I highly recommend you go watch that because it's going to give you lots of free packs plus coins. With mixing this method in together, you're going to get an unbelievable amount of upgrades. So as you can see here, we get ourselves a Juventus goalkeeper, which is probably from the Women's League. So every single card you see here, including the 83 duplicate and the other 83 duplicate, is going to go back into an SBC. So what I recommend that you do with your 83 doubles that I mentioned, especially if they're going to be duplicates, you're going to go ahead and add in this SBC. Now, I'm not going to mention like I normally do about doing the bronze pack and stuff like that. You just want these two SBCs here, the 78 plus and the premium. So with the 78 plus, we are going to go ahead and we're going to go and pop in all of our commons that we just packed in our newest from the Serie A. We only need 3 of them. They can go into this. And then with our gold rares that we just got, one of the extra ones are going to go in, but 2 of our 83s are going to go in. And if you do want to clear out the women's or NWSL, get rid of them as well into this upgrade because you're going to get them back over and over. So essentially what this is going to do is we should have 2 gold rares left over from this. And we're about to get 2 more gold rares back from that. So it's going to help you keep building that up. You are going to have a lot of common spare, and I'm going to explain to you what to do with those. But it is essential that you do that draft method, as I mentioned, just to get yourself some things in your club. Once you've done that, you can then start doing this over and over and over again. As long as EA do not take it down. I don't think they will, but it's a bit of a weird one. It's EA, you never know. Now, I've got really good pack luck with these 78 pluses. A lot of you in the comments are saying you didn't. So here is a prime example. So we've got 1 duplicate and 1 non-duplicate. So anyone from the NWSL is essentially going to be your main fodder. So what I mean by that is, with the Serie A upgrade, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. With this Serie A upgrade, the premium one, well, like I say, we're going to pop in all of our gold rares that we get into that Serie A, and we're only going to use those cards. So for example, everybody all the way up to 81 rated. For example, we have 3 right now are going to go into this. Anything that's higher rated will go into the 78 plus. And when you do get yourself a duplicate NWSL player, that's going to go into the player pick. Now, the reason how this will work and why it will work is because how many commons we have. So if we just go to newest, these are all the cards that we packed in this video alone. As you can see here, we get ourselves at least 5 commons back from what we haven't used yet. I didn't mean to put that rare in. We are going to use our Sullivan, I believe, was the duplicate into the player pick. And then we just need 3 more commons. Now, bearing in mind, I haven't opened any packs from objectives. I haven't done the draft method. I haven't done the daily login. So I'm just going to use a couple commons that I have spare. But the more of these you get rid of, the more you'll have back. So we get ourselves 1 player pick, 178 plus, and halfway back through another premium. All from 1 premium. Now, if we get anything that's 85 rated or higher, that's going to go into an exchange as we get ourselves a team of the season in a player pick. So right there's the reason why you should be doing this. This card's just come out, I believe. Is he stuck at 94,000 coins? What's his price range? I can't check. But let's just say, for argument's sake, that's a high-rated card. I think I've got one on my transfer list somewhere. Let's just argue, for example, it's an 88-rated Oblak, right? You just got yourself an 88-rated Oblak, and you don't know what to do with that card. That's going to go into the exchange. So the reason why that's going to go into the exchange, if you didn't know already, it's going to give us loads of cards back. 8 rares are going to come back. With those 8 rares, we can then go ahead and build more upgrades. So let's go to this. Goalkeepers, dropped in Oblak. Just as an example, of course, I'm not going to go put my team of the season in unless it's minimum price and I don't need to use it. But just for the sake of this video, I want to explain what you want to do with these. So at the moment, we've done one pick, one premium, 178 double. We got sales and exchange from the pack. I did not mean to open my draft token pack, but it is what it is. I can use that later. With the draft method, we can stick these all in, get the draft done. And what you want to do with these exchange packs is break it down in the same way. So you can be a little bit more loose with the rares being from La Liga or not. But it is possible to pack team of the seasons, walkouts, and 85 up and rated, and 83s as well. So, for example, we've got Serie A player here, so that can go into that. These other 3 rares can also go into any SBC we want. The same for the commons. And then here's our duplicate. So all of our 83, 82 rated cards that we got that are duplicate, specifically from La Liga as well. Sorry, from Serie A and the women's Serie A. They are going to go back into the premium, but if you do get duplicates like I have, and there is no other SBCs that you want to do, there's no harm and then just popping them back into this. So you see, we already got 3. That one exchange pack is then going to give us a load more. So we are going to go ahead and pop in these 83 rated cards, as I mentioned. And I'm going to pop in the rest of the rares that I have because I don't need them for anything else. And I want to keep grinding these Serie A premium upgrades. So you can see here, we've got ourselves so many commons ready to go back round for picks. And we got ourselves our last rare there. So in this video alone, we've had 2 premiums, 178 double, 1 player pick, and 1 exchange for the sake of it. So you can kind of see how it goes round and round and round. If you are short on cards, I'm only going to mention this one more time. Check out that draft method video because it's going to be so useful when you mix this together. Let's open up our premium. But first of all, of course, send all of our duplicates back into our club. Now, I'm expecting to get quite a lot of duplicates from the Serie A and the gold commons, basically, is what I'm expecting to get back. So no team of the season out of these. Italian, we will skip it because there's not many walkouts. And as you can see here, we got ourselves 2 more rares that can go in. We got a load of commons as predicted, and we got 1 duplicate. So with these here, these 3 cards are all going to go into the 78 plus to give us 2 more rares back, and then we can decide what to do next with those rares. So let's head over to the 78 plus, pop them into this SBC as well as our common that we got. Now the beautiful thing about this is you can see here, this card can go in. We'll pop in this card, and we need to find our duplicate. Where is he? That is Christensen, I believe. Now, if you have yourself any Libertadores cards, or you have yourself a lot of gold rares from other teams, especially NWSL, NWSL is going to be your best friend when it comes to this SBC. So you can see here, we got ourselves 3 of the rares in. 3 being duplicate, 2 being duplicate, 1 gold common not. And then we are going to make our way over to the NWSL, and we're going to pop in all of our rares into this. Again, doesn't matter, the rating could be all the way up, because we have got a possibility of getting them back. But you only put in 3. Don't ever put more than 3 in. So as I've already got 3 rares in, I'm going to go ahead and pop a common in. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab another common from the Serie A because we can get rid of them because of the premium upgrade, as you know. So that one's going to go into this as well. And there we go. We got ourselves a 78. And we're going to have ourselves an unbelievable amount of picks. So there is one more thing you can do once we open the 78 plus. If you do have yourself at least a couple rare NWSL cards or a lot of commons from the Serie A, what you could do is go ahead and build a load of the 81 plus player picks because they do change tomorrow, so it's best to utilize this now before they go. And then basically rinse and repeat that. So we get this open, no team of the season, so let's go ahead and skip. An Italian, pretty much predictable. And we get ourselves 2 duplicates. So 83 Mancini is a perfect example because we got that card there and we have a load of commons. We have ourselves another 81 plus player pick that we can use from just everything we've packed in this video without even mentioning the NWSL card. So let's go ahead and get in this card here then. Mancini, he's in. And then we can just swap this to gold common with the newest. And then we're going to pop in all of our women's and men's Serie A cards. And now we've got ourselves another pick plus all these extra commons that we got from the exchange pack can go into it. And already you can see how this method works when you go over and over. Now, once we open up this player pick, of course, we've already had a walkout once. We can explain to you what we did with that, so we don't need to do that anymore. And we get ourselves another duplicate. So you can use these duplicates as an upgrade for the premium. But what I wanted to mention ever so quickly was, let's just say you're in my situation, you have quite a lot of rares with a lot of different places to go. You have 2 choices. You can try and gamble and do as many of the premiums as you can, or you can go ahead and get rid of as many player picks as you can. In my advice, I'd go for the player picks. Anything 85 rated or higher can go into an exchange, give you more players back, as you already know. Now, another thing you can do, especially if you have 83 rated or higher cards, and you want to get rid of some of these SBCs that are available, for example, an 84 times 7, or anything else that's currently out at the minute in time, That is going to be your best bet. Well, it looks like it's only that, so no problem. So let's go ahead and have a look what the 84 times 7 does. And if you get anything that's 85 rated or higher, so we need a team of the week. Of course we need a team of the week. Why would we not need a team of the week? Do I even have one? I do have one, so that's lucky. So if you want to go team of the week, go and add the team of the week SBC into this. I can't believe I did team of the week, so that's incredible. And then you are going to go ahead and get rid of all of your 83s that are either duplicates that are untradeable, or you can go to, for example, the NWSL, get rid of all the 83s out of this. The Serie A, get rid of all your 82, 83s out of that as well. Once you've done this 3 times, it's not available anymore. Then they can go into player picks. You can use the player picks from the, team of the week player picks. You can use those to then get yourself even more exchanges back if you've got nothing else to use them for. So essentially what you want out of this is as many 85 rated cards or higher. Of course, there are going to be situations where you only get you get 84, 7 of them and nothing else. Go stick them all into premiums. There's no harm in just doing 1 premium off this. But worst case scenario, you get yourself at least 1 premium. Best case scenario, you're going to get about 6 or 7 packs back with exchanges. There's going to give you X amount of picks back. So we do get a team of the season, thankfully. German, CDM. So it looks like it's going to be Kimmich and a team of the season. So right here, depending on the team of the season, we have got ourselves, which is one I don't even care about, at least about 100 players back from this pack, I would word to guess. So right here, we got ourselves 1 exchange, 2 exchange, 3 exchange, a load of 84s that can go into the Team of the Week player pick. That Team of the Week player pick can then go back round again. And just to show you what I mean if you don't understand, if we head over to the exchanges, so we got ourselves an 89 plus, that's 51 players. We've got an 88 Kimmich, that's 27, so that's going to be 78 players. And an 86 rated Trent, which I think is around 90 plus players off the top of my head, almost 100 players, which if you do it by 8, you've got yourself a lot of player picks back then. And then once you have done those 84 times 7 and they're no longer available for you, then what you're going to have to go do is the Team of the Week player pick. You can then go ahead and let's just argue with the Team of the Week player pick. You get yourself an 87 rated player. You don't need Team of the Weeks for anything else. Pop that into the exchange, rinse and repeat round, and then there you go. If you do have any questions, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.